Yes, that's what we were trying to figure out. I have my neighbor friend Susie with me. She's going to be reading the comments because I can't see them from my phone. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay.
You can't switch it while you're live. Okay. Looks like we've got Dawn and Vanita.
Okay. Hey, Donna. Hey, Vanita. Thanks for joining. Who else we got?
Roxy.
Hey, Roxy. Oh, I see Jeremy. Hey, boo.
Oh, I've met you. Hey, Jeremy. Dawn. Susan.
Okay.
Hello from Christy and Paulette.
Hey, Paulette.
And Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Patricia, Patty says hi, Shantae.
Hey, Miss Patty.
Elizabeth Becker says hi.
Hey, Liz.
Ruth is here.
Hey, Ruth.
This is neat.
I feel like I need to turn my fan on, though.
Jill said hi, my friend.
All right, so.
Stephanie says hello, lady.
Hello. Hey, Stephanie.
Vanita says I'm here, Tay.
So, as you guys know, we took a vote, and blue, green, and this fuchsia won. But because I had this work form, I decided I would
Roxy
use
says your hair is long and beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
James is there with Stephanie.
Hey, James. All right. I only want to keep you guys for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to use this blue work form along with this fuchsia ribbon that will go with our sign. And in the sign is a butterfly and a little daisy. I don't know if Aunt Mary's on here or not, but I picked out some butterfly ribbon that will complement the kit. So
Flo is here.
Hey, Miss Flo.
From Martha. Martha said Flo is here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yes. And as some of you may know, today is my mommy's birthday. And so this is the whole reason why I decided to do it today. Because I have been putting it off and putting it off. And I thought, what a way to honor, her and celebrate her. Because she was the reason why, I don't want to get emotional, sorry, into crafting. So I thought I would do it today, and hopefully there'll be more to come. I gotta get myself together because I got a little tucked up there. So sorry.
Jill says happy birthday, Mama. Aww.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is go ahead. I like to start on the top rings because it helps. This mesh, it frays easily. So the less contact you have with it, the better. So I am going to...
Did you buy the wreath like that? Ruth would like to know.
The frame, yes. I decided since I was doing my first one, I wouldn't go through the process because you could buy the rings from like the dollar store and you could put your own pipe cleaner on it. But I decided it would be easier just to go ahead and use the form that I already made. So I'm just zip tying this first section just so that it has a little grip. And I'm going to cut it off. And once I go through, you won't be able to see this first section. But what I'm going to do the poof mesh method today. And so I'm going to do 10-inch poofs. I may or may not use these flowers today. We'll see. The poof method can be a little tricky because sometimes your poofs can come off a little wonky. So some may be bigger than others, and so you just have to be careful when you're doing it. The blue and the fuchsia is a good contrast, so I think it'll be nice in the end. I appreciate you guys, first of all, joining my group. I may or may not be as active in it initially until I get my footing, but hopefully I will do a couple more lives in the group as well as my personal page. I also have a YouTube channel, but I haven't put any videos on there yet, but hopefully I made a couple over the weekend, and once I can find a young person that'll help me figure out how to
Miss
upload
Caress
it.
Gonzalez says, hey.
Who's that?
Caress.
Oh, that's my cousin. Hey, Caress.
Jill said you need to put your Mickey ears on.
I almost wore a birthday hat.
And Janetta would like to know if this is for Easter.
It's for spring. I'll show you the sign. It says, welcome spring. So I took some of the colors from the sign to add into with the ribbon as accents. And hey, Janetta, sorry. Did you guys get any snow today? It came and went very quickly, thank goodness. But it was coming down, then it started to sleet. But luckily, the sun came out and melted most of it. We still have some remnants from, when was that? Was it last weekend we had snow?
It's been several times this month.
Yes.
Oh, and Wednesday is supposed to be really nice.
61 degrees.
Oh, where's Rome?
He is in the hallway protecting us.
North Carolina got rain.
Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna.
60s today and tomorrow, Caress says.
Okay. Oh, but she's in Kansas, right?
Two different people.
Oh, okay.
Jill said North Carolina.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
My mom's there. She's tired of the rain.
Now I'm gonna work the mesh on the bottom part of the frame. Sorry.
Donna got snow, but it turned to rain.
My husband coaches basketball, and his concern was they were going to have delays because of COVID. Well, the delays have all been for the weather. So.
Caress Gonzalez wants to know, how long have you been making wreaths?
Technically, maybe 3 years, because I have been giving them as gifts. One year I did mini wreaths for, I always made them for my door. And so my colleagues were like, well, we want one. And so I made 29, I believe, mini ones. And my son was like, why aren't you selling these? And I was like, because that's not what I want to do. I like to be able to give them as gifts. And so then I started, and my husband was like, well, now you're not charging enough. I said,
Nina says hi, and they had snow and rain. And then also, Janetta says, are the push ties from Home Depot or a craft store like Michael's?
the form came from one of
Push ties.
Oh, push ties.
The push ties.
Are you meaning these, Janetta? We have a delay, so if you answer, we may not see it right away. So let me know what you're asking about.
Zip ties.
Oh, the zip ties I ordered from Amazon. Amazon is my friend.
Thank you, Ruth, for clearing that up. It's looking pretty.
It does look good. The combination does look good. And Janetta, these colors would be good for Easter as well.
Lori Jacobs says, hey,
Hello.
looking great.
Oh, she's my coach. Thanks for
And-
coming on, Lori.
And Kristen Arnold says hi and she misses you.
I miss you too. Well, I have to do lunch.
And Ruth says Amazon is everyone's friend.
Right. For
And
sure.
Donna agrees. Go Amazon. Oh, Trent says, hey babe, I see you.
Hey! Tell the boys, bust them up. All right, so I've done a complete layer on both the top and the bottom, but I'm going to go make another pass on the bottom just to give it a little bit more fullness.
Nina loves the blue.
Oh, thank you. Is she talking about my paparazzi or is she talking about my reap form? Sometimes these twists, the ties are not as big as if you were using a pipe cleaner.
Nina said both.
Okay.
Oh, we got Chocolate Girl Renee is watching.
That's my cousin. Hey, Renee. Thank you, everybody, for joining my first live. I started the group and I figured family and friends would be my best because I know you guys would be nice to me. So I appreciate it.
Nikki loves your craft room, and Janetta
Oh.
says that it's beautiful and it didn't take long to pick your wreath.
Yeah.
Jeremy's still hanging in there with us.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'll have to show I made him one for Easter for his store. And I was going to give it to him yesterday, but I realized I needed to prep for today, so I didn't get a chance to see him. So hopefully I'll see him sometime this week.
Kristen says she still has her Christmas wreath and hot plate that you made them and loves them.
Thank you. And that's how it started. I always, for Christmas, always wanted to do a handmade gift. I never really bought anything. I always made it. And so I just feel like that extra touch of a handmade gift, people will remember that. So, okay.
Vanita says hi.
Hey, Vanita.
Roxy says you're doing a fabulous job.
Thank you.
And I have to agree.
Thank you. All right, I think I'm close to my last one. And then we'll add some ribbon. Yeah, one more. I think most of the people in the group know each other because you're either family or friends. And I know my Aunt Donna and my sister friend Nina, I know they invited a lot of people that they knew to the group. So I appreciate the support. Because as a small business, you know, you may not necessarily be able to afford the wreath that I make, but you just share it and somebody else may be able to buy it. So I really appreciate the support. Okay. All right, so the base is done. So now we're going to dress her up with some jewels. My husband helped me choose out the ribbon. So like I said, someone will have to need to take a snapshot for Aunt Mary because I did get some butterfly ribbon. And I'm going to match it with some daisies.
Oh. Nina said it was the least she could do.
Oh, thank you.
Lori says you're doing awesome. Not nervous at all. She said she was a wreck her first one.
Well, because I have support. I have my friend with me who's helping me, so I'm not talking to myself.
I hope I do okay, because I'd like to do it again. It's kind of fun.
Oh, yes. We can make it a thing. Don't you worry about that. I decided to keep, to show you guys how I do this one. So I pre-cut the 3 of the 4 ribbons that I'm using, but I decided to save this for last. I'm using my Perfect Tails, which have been a gem because before I got these.
Can you move closer to the mesh machine?
Oh, I can pull
That's
it out.
Donna.
I can pull it out.
Lori, just quickly, I'm sorry. Lori says, "Yay, friend!" And Roxy still has the mittens you made for her when she was in HR.
Oh wow, that was a long time ago. So this is mesh roller that I believe Susie Reefmaker, I believe and oh my
Can
goodness.
you move to your right a little?
Okay, my real right or the camera right? It's probably really my left. So I'm going to cut these at 13 inches.
Push the wreath a little that way. Yeah. Oh. there's a
I think
delay.
it's this way.
I have to wait for the delay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're right.
It's my other.
You're real right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna be a short one, but these Perfect Tails are great. I have the set that are 12, 13, and 14 inches. So depending on the size of the wreath I'm doing, I can pull out my Perfect Tails, and it gives me a more accurate cut to the ribbon.
Ruth asks, "What's that called?" You may have already answered it.
Perfect Tails. The Soul Sisters, this is one of their products, and I have the 12-inch, 14-inch, and I mostly use my 13-inch, and I love them. Maybe after I figure out how I'm going to upload it, I can.
When you tilt those panels, tilt them forward a little more because there's a glare on them.
Okay, thank you. I will add the name of the people that I purchased the Perfect Tails from, as well as the mesh holder.
Janetta needs to see your store. She wants one with purple, lavender, and white. Do you take orders?
I sure do.
She said she could never make one. Laugh out loud. Oh, and she sent you a rose emoji.
I sure can. You just let me know.
Bruce said she's never seen one before.
It was one of those things as I sell merchandise, I have a wish list. I have my wish list over on the wall of things that I want to purchase for my business, and this is one of the first things that I purchased because it definitely helps me when I'm doing my wreaths. Some people put it on the floor, but I don't feel comfortable with that, so I don't do it that way. All right, so now we're going to add.
Janetta says, "Yay!"
and
And it's either a high five or prayer hands.
we're going to go with the high five. All right, so I'm going to match up this pink. This Aunt Mary. If you look at the replay, Aunt Mary. Here's another. I don't know if you can see it. It's a pink ribbon that has butterflies on it. So I'm just going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to squish it up.
Donna shared your store for Janetta.
Oh, thank you,
That's cool.
Aunt Donna. She's probably thinking why I never call her Aunt Donna. So she's probably thinking, what is wrong? Now, Lori's good enough that she can do my coach, upside down. I'm not there yet. so I can't do it, but I'm just going to let you know. See, so this is
said it's a thank you.
Okay. I'm adding the pair of ribbons to each of the ties. And I'm going to alternate the colors. I'm really hoping that more people will be getting their COVID shots so that I can do a craft show. There is one in Berryville, Virginia that has had my deposit since COVID started, and I was like, no, well, I'm going to wait a little bit because I'm not ready to be in a room with a group of people. But hopefully we can get this under control so that I can do a craft show. And I wouldn't normally untwist them, but because the mesh is so thick, I untwist the tie so that I can get the ribbons inside.
Oh, Donna wants you to introduce me again.
Susan. I know I keep calling you Susie. Susan is my neighbor from next door.
Hello.
And she's also a photographer, so.
And I can't help the southern accent, so.
You're from?
I'm from Alexandria, but I grew up in North Carolina.
Gotcha, okay.
Oh.
I know, I'm from Philly, but I have a southern accent too.
I still want to go there.
But I always say it's because my family is from Georgia, and so every now and then I get a twang.
Roxy's gotten both her shots, no problems. That's good to hear.
Yes.
That's great.
I got both mine too, so.
You've had both?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Again, I'm just alternating the colors. As I twist them around, you'll get to see it because, what was that play? My arms too short to box with God. My arms are too short. I can't reach over. The fun part's going to come when I have to make a bow. No pressure. All right. The bottom is almost done.
It's really coming together beautiful.
Thank you. I was telling my friend Liz that I did a video, and I noticed in the video that because I'm concentrating, I'm biting my tongue, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I hope I'm not doing that tonight. If I am, forgive me.
Stephanie and James Longerbeam said you're doing great.
Thank you.
With a really pretty heart. Do you have a bow dabra? Ruth would like to know.
I have a bow dabber and an easy bow maker, and I use my easy bow maker more. I use my bow dabber mainly if I want to hold things, but I don't really make a bow with it. I just find that the easy bow maker is a lot easier to use. But I said it on one of my other videos. My goal is to be able to do a bow by hand and without my bow maker. So that is my goal for this year, to learn how to do that. I don't know if I told you, but on the bottom there are 10 ties and on the top there are 8. If you were doing a work form that, like that you get from the dollar store that doesn't have the ties on, you could put whatever number you want. I normally do 12, I believe. Or maybe 18. No, maybe I'll do 18. Still might be 18.
How many wreaths did you make in 2020 and 2021 so far?
How many did I make?
Yeah.
Oh. I know more than 50.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure more than 50. Because right now I think I have 42 in my shop, and
Wow.
I didn't start my Etsy shop until I want to say September maybe, and I've had 27 sales so far, so I'm really happy about that.
Excellent. Nikki says she loves making bows, and Jill's still trying to find you on Etsy, and Nina said you're making it look so easy. Would you do a day video? Haha.
Oh, what kind of video?
A day video?
I don't know what that is. DAY?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you mean one during the day? Probably on a weekend, maybe.
For like live, I guess.
Yeah, I can probably, on the weekend, I could definitely do that.
Jill found your Etsy.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
All right, so I finished the bottom. Now I'm going to work on the top.
How many would love to see Shantae on TikTok? Woo woo!
Ask my son Jeremy, is it okay for me to get on TikTok?
Paulette loves the colors.
Paulette, your wreath is still out there, the one on Etsy. It still has your name on it.
Oh, Nina said I would have to do a 3-day video. Oh, and we've got 3 yeses for, I think, TikTok.
Okay.
I guess there's a delay, so. Roxy said you go, girl. And Chocolate Girl Renee says yes. Put the hands out. Janetta says yes. Jill says yes. Russ says yes. Nadia said she and Carmen are watching.
Hey, and Carmen is a birthday girl. She turned 1 on Valentine's Day.
And Ben says hi.
Hey, Ben. We met Ben and Nadia on our honeymoon in Italy. Uh-oh. And we still have to meet Carmen.
Donna would like you to hold up the wreath, please.
Oh, sure.
And it's on a delay, so I can't tell how it looks.
I still have a couple
TikTok isn't American owned yet. That is very true, Jeremy. Very
See?
true.
I knew he would have something to say about that.
Nadia says, wow.
Nadia supported me. She has one of my fall wreaths.
Janetta says it's big. It is. It's
It
really
is
pretty.
big. It will probably measure like 24 inches once I'm all done.
Donna says it's simply beautiful in this stage so far.
Thank you.
You really do make it look easy. But I don't think mine would turn out that pretty.
I would like to, well, actually, I have some in my closet of some of the ones I first did. You could tell I didn't know what I was doing, but I have a great coach, Miss Lori, and she has really helped me learn the techniques better. I'm really enjoying doing grapevine wreaths, but I'm not to the point where I would do that live because it involves glue. So I don't know if I'll be doing that anytime soon.
Kaya loves her Cheney wreath.
Oh yes, thank you.
Tell them how beautiful Boo wreath is.
Who's wreath?
Donna says, tell them both. Tell them, excuse me, I'm sorry. Tell them how beautiful Boo wreath is.
Oh, if you want to, right behind you, I made a wreath for Jeremy. I can show that at the end. All right, I think I should have just two more.
Rudella says, I've struggled to make a few wreaths, but you make it seem so easy. It's very pretty. I love
Aw.
these colors.
Thank you. Now I just lost my, oh, here it is. I'm short a green one. Do you have power, Rudella? She was, without power. Okay.
Jill said she would make a great bond wreath if someone ordered one.
Jill is, I don't know why she doesn't do more. She does great decorating. Jill helped to decorate my wedding. So, and her house is beautiful too. All right, this is the last one.
Rudella got her power back yesterday.
Oh,
Finally.
yes. Very good.
She was able to get a hot meal. Thank you, Lord.
Okay. All right. So the bows are, the ribbons are in. You can see that. And normally I would probably make my bow first, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the sign so that I can figure out what size bow I'm actually going to make, because I'm not going to take off this hook that if you would just hang it by itself. I'm going to try to figure out a way to hide this part here.
Caress loves it.
Oh, thank you. All right, so I'm going to get some wire. Oops.
Jill says, no, would you make a great bond wreath?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Rudella said, oh wow, it's really transforming. Love it.
All right. I'm using this gauge wire. I always cut off too much because I'm afraid that if I don't cut enough, then I'll be in trouble. So, do this real quick. I use this silver because you don't really see it once it's put inside the wreath. So, I'm just going to attach this. And I'm just going to look for a spot on the wreath that may be good to all right, so now I'm just going to go in between the wreath. I'll go back through and clean it up once I'm finished the video. I don't want to lose some of the decorative.
It's making me get spring fever.
Oh, you know what? I messed up. I need to be able to do the bottom, and I didn't do that. So I'm going to attach one of these cable hooks to the back at the bottom so I can get the bottom part. You could also staple it, but I will spare your ears and not staple. I'm going to use a pipe cleaner for that. Let's see if I can find a blue one.
Stephanie says that Skylar loves the wreath, that it's so pretty.
Oh, great. Skylar, you have to come over. And now I'll just use floral wire to attach it. I apologize, I did this a little backwards.
Aw. Nadia says not only is she impressed by your wreath skills, but also loves your craft room.
Oh, thank you. I love it too. I'm trying to steal more inches from my husband's man cave, but because you never have enough room. All right, so I've attached the sign, and so now I'm going to make the bow. I might make 2 bows. We'll see.
Stephanie said that Skylar said yes, she would love to come very soon.
All right. So I'm going to...
How do you come up with the design ideas for each piece of art?
I normally probably start with the sign and then draw the inspiration as to like what colors I want to use. But I saw the sign and I thought it was cheerful, and I thought, perfect.
That was Jeremy, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do a short one because I'm going to put this one on the top.
Donna says your shop here is like a store within itself.
Any crafter on the line will know, but you still never have enough. I'm going to make 6-inch loops for this. This ribbon isn't as stiff, so sometimes the form is... And I'm just going to do... Actually... I'll move around if you can see.
You go to your right just a teeny bit.
And as I add my loops, I'm just going to go just a little bit smaller. So the first one was 6, so I'll probably do this one like 5.5.
Janetta says, Shantae, that is so pretty, so professional.
Oh, thank you.
I have to agree.
Thank you, thank you. These bows won't be, you know, big or elaborate, but all right, so we're going to get just a little bit smaller. I'm going to do 5 for this. Yellow, and then I probably will come back so that I can have a smaller one, and I will do another of the green. The goal is to make sure that your center stays down. Doesn't, oops, as I say it, my bracelet just yanked it, so sorry. the green and the yellow ribbon has a nice form to it. It's nice and stiff, so it's much easier to work with than the two 2.5-inch ribbons. And I'm just gonna do, you know what, I'm not, I think. I like to use the zip tie.
Nadia wants to know, do you live with you showing Trent how to do this?
He helps me pick out, match up the ribbons, but no.
Oh, do a live. I'm sorry, do a live with you showing Trent how to do this.
Oh, I could do that.
Sorry about that, Nadia.
He would have been here, but he had practice today. So, but maybe I'll get him on a weekend and have him do it. All right, so I like to tighten my, or fluff it out once I get it on the actual wreath.
This way, just like that.
For the next slide, we'll be better prepared and we'll figure out how to get this angle situation. You have to try not to pull the bow too tight because otherwise it squishes itself inside the wreath. So I'm going to just fluff it up a little bit. And I'm going to trim it off.
Aw. Jeremy says, you're doing great, Mom.
Thank you. And thanks for hanging in there. I thought you would just peep in and go out, but I appreciate it.
He is dedicated.
I was afraid that I would either talk too fast or not enough. Because when I get anxious, I talk quickly.
Renee says, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Linda said it's turned out pretty. And Jeremy says,
Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to take this off. My ribbon came out. Somehow, I didn't grab it all. I was warned that something would go wrong. So let me see if I can try this again.
Nikki's with us. She says, hi, Shantae.
Hey, Nikki. Nikki makes wreaths too, but she does something different with hers. Like, I don't think I could do what she does.
Oh, Mary says, my niece doing what she does beautiful crafts. Hi, Shantae. Love you. God bless. Aunt Mary.
Aunt Mary, I'm glad you came. I was telling them I have butterfly ribbons in this wreath. I was hoping you were going to be able to see it. I have to start my bow over because I didn't secure it.
step towards this way.
I'm glad I have my Vanna with me.
12 minutes left.
Okay, all right.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Is he keeping track?
Peace.
I said I was going to try to keep it to an hour.
Oh.
All right, then I definitely won't be making more than one bow. Okay. Actually, I feel like this bow came out better than the first one, so everything happens for a reason. All right.
Smart, Donna. She says to put a marker on the floor as your center point.
Oh, okay.
I was going to mention that too. We
Okay.
could figure out where everything is.
And one day I'll get one of those sophisticated cameras that will zoom in, and you won't necessarily see me, but you will see the craft.
Elizabeth says, great job, Shantae.
Thanks, Lizzie. All right, let's try this one more time. Did I get underneath it? Yes. Okay.
Oh, Roxy says this has been so much fun, and she cannot wait for more.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to decide. It's probably easier to do the lives, but I guess I'm just not as confident in some of the things that I do. So I've taped 2 videos. I made a St. Patrick's Day wreath, and then I did a wreath that showed how I made the bow for that particular so.
Renee says it's going the way it's supposed to, show
Okay.
everyone what happened when you don't secure.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna try it again.
Paulette says you make it look so easy.
I just have to take the original wire off.
This really is going by fast.
It is.
Have you posted videos?
No.
Ruth.
I need help with editing, and so I have not done that yet. I have someone that I'm supposed to connect with, hopefully, and he will show me how to edit some of my videos. All right.
Jill said, girl, you're doing just fine.
Thank you. Do I have time to make one more bow? Because I feel like I need something over here.
750.
Okay. I think I can do it in 10 minutes because I would like to get maybe a bigger one that will have some tails going down this way. So can you guys see that? Okay. All right, let me see what I can do in 10 minutes.
Donna says just put the mesh on the side. It's beautiful as is. And Roxy said your wreath is gorgeous.
Thank you.
And Nadia says, wow, it is gorgeous. And I absolutely love that you want to add just one more bow. Go big or go bigger.
That's right. I'm going to do this bow just a little bit different. I'm just going to add a couple more loops to it just so that it has a more fullness to it. You know, but I might do an odd number because we're at the end of it, so no sense of weight holding on to it because I won't have anything to do with these straps. Okay. I just wish this ribbon was a little stiffer so that it could hold its form a little bit better, but
Ruth says you have more in your craft room than she does.
okay, do not believe that. Do not believe that. She definitely has more crafts than I do. Don't let her fool you.
Donna says you should see the flower bins.
One day when I clean it, I'll give a tour. I mean, it's clean, but there's, you know, still a little bit to be desired, so.
Ruth's laughing. She said, you keep pulling stuff out, laugh out loud.
I can't wait. I'm planning a trip to North Carolina so that I can go to one of the warehouses so I can get some more ribbon. I can't wait.
Oh, Jill says to stop by and see her.
I was trying to map it out last night to try to figure out because one store is the north side and the other store is the south, so I'm trying to figure out how can I get it all done in one day.
Oh, Dawn wants to know when. When?
Okay. It'll have to be after basketball season, so probably not until May.
That should be after furniture market. Should be safe.
Oh, okay.
Rooms get booked up. Have to look out for it.
Well, actually, Jill offered, said we could stay with her. Then I have another friend, Stephanie, said we could stay with her.
Very nice.
All right, one more. Gotta find, oh, the yellow. I was like, what is it? Yellow. Almost there, almost. And technically, Jeremy, we got a late start, so.
Yeah, you should have more than 5 minutes left.
Right, I should definitely have more than 5 minutes. Hope I already found the yellow. He'll probably say, you're late, this is not my problem. We had technical difficulties. I was not centered.
Your spool is perfect, but you keep getting a little bit away from the mesh side.
All right.
You look great.
Oh. parched. I need some water, but
Where is it?
it's over. It's all right.
Okay, cool.
All right, I think I am done.
Jeremy said 4 minutes.
Oh Lord. Okay, he's keeping me honest. All right. Oh, here we go.
Dawn says she's only 2 hours from Sims, so let her know when you
Oh.
come that way. She's only an hour from Carolina Pottery, too.
Yep, that's where we want to go
Ah.
too. Yep.
Mary C says, hi, Shantae.
Hello. That's my Aunt Mary.
And Janetta says, oh, it's still amazing that it only took an hour.
I didn't do any embellishment, so I guess if I had done some more embellishment, like add the flowers or add, some other floral things, it may have taken me a little bit longer, but we're going to keep it simple for tonight. All right. Okay. Just tighten it up a little bit. We should be good to go. Again, I want to thank everybody for celebrating my mommy's birthday with me by coming on to my first live. Hopefully, the goal is once a week. And since I put it out in the universe, I guess I'm going to have to. I did it again. I did it again. But you know what? I'm going to make that a tail. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. I don't understand why that happened. But again, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff.
Dawn's so happy she could be here. You've done fantastic.
Thank you, Dawn.
Bruce said you did good. And Mary says, awesome.
Yes, Dawn is in my coaching group too.
Christy says your wreath is beautiful. You did a fantastic job on your live.
Thank you.
Donna says you did a fantabulous job. Because I told you not to add another bow. Nikki says great job, love it. Stephanie says absolutely beautiful. Great job tonight.
I'm almost done.
Nikki says your wreath is beautiful. You did great.
Thank
You're
you.
getting a lot of hearts and smileys. A lot of love. A lot of love. Oh, Jill said, awesome job, and the wreath is just as beautiful as you are.
Oh, thanks, sis. I feel like I'm missing a tail. I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. This was definitely fun. It's not as... I didn't eat dinner because I was afraid. But I am glad that my family and friends were able to join me to make this one a special one.
Shantae says, awesome job, and she misses you.
Who said that?
Patty Phillips? Patricia? Patty
Oh,
Phillips?
Yes, Miss Patty.
And Mary said, I shared. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, please, thank you.
That's really great.
Yes. I was telling them earlier, sometimes you may not be able to support the small business, but you sharing it helps us. So
Absolutely.
we appreciate that. All right, I think this is it. I may or may not add some flowers later on, but for the live, I am done.
Janetta said it was wonderful to share on Miss Pat's birthday. So proud of you. And yes, you look beautiful as always, lady.
Thank you. What do you guys think?
Martha says,
That's Flo.
Flo says, awesome job. Nina says, I'm so glad I was able to view your first live.
Thank you.
Mary says, great. Jeremy's still hanging with us.
All right.
And Roxy says, your mama is smiling down on you, sweetie.
Yes. She and Hunter are. Yes. Thank you.
Renee says, such an amazing job. Chocolate Girl.
Yes.
Yes. Elizabeth says, nice. Nikki loves it. Paulette says, OMG, I love it. Dawn says, beautiful. And Mary says, gorgeous job.
All right. So until next time.
Donna says, beautiful, enough. No flowers, please. Love you.
Okay. All right.
And Nadia says, love it. You're so talented.
Thank you so much, guys. And I will see you guys hopefully next week. Take care.